The breakdown of President Trump's ceasefire plan, a timeline. At 4:02 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, President Trump posted on Truth Social that a ceasefire plan had been reached among the three parties. Nearly all media outlets, both mainstream media and non-traditional, immediately began reporting that the ceasefire would begin in 6 hours, or at 10 p.m. Meanwhile, Israel was carrying out an attack on Tehran at the time. In the 5 p.m. hour, reports started surfacing that Iran has heard nothing of a ceasefire. There was no response from the Israeli side because their team was in a meeting and were not available for comment. The Iranians and Israelis continued attacks on each other. While the attacks on Tehran were ongoing, reports started to hit that Iran had been given the ceasefire proposal. The time was roughly 6:30 p.m. Before 7 p.m., reports were that Iran has accepted the terms of the ceasefire with Israel. Still, there was nothing official from Israel. Around this time, Trump was giving interviews in which he's quoted as saying, "I expect this ceasefire to last indefinitely. The conflict is over. I don't think that Israel and Iran will ever resume fighting again." Finally, shortly after 7 p.m., Netanyahu finally officially stated, "We have a ceasefire." For much of the time between Trump making the announcement and Iran and Israel acknowledging there was to be a ceasefire, both sides continued to launch attacks. Tehran, Tel Aviv, and even bases in Iraq took hits during this time. It's still unclear which side launched the attacks in Iraq. Iran stated if Israel did not stop their bombing by 3:30 a.m. Tel Aviv time, 8:30 p.m. Washington, the ceasefire would not happen. Things became semi-calm for the next hour. Seemingly, a ceasefire may have actually occurred, or so it seemed. The White House was posting as if it had happened. Iran was posting that way as well. Israel's jets returned home. But then, just before 5 a.m. Tel Aviv time, 10 p.m. Washington, alerts rang out. Iranian missiles were inbound. The world was confused. Was the ceasefire broken? The missiles kept coming until 7:15 Tel Aviv time, 12:15 Washington. Soon after, Iran declares the ceasefire has begun. According to CBS, per the ceasefire, Iran was to stop attacking at midnight Eastern Time, and then 12 hours later, Israel would stop attacking. Finally, 12 hours after that, the war would be considered done, and the world waits to see what's next. Will the ceasefire hold? Tensions are still high and no concessions were mentioned. No indication of how the ceasefire will be enforced. Time will tell. Be sure to subscribe for the latest updates.